Good morning all. We'll continue our discussion on SQL queries. In the previous session, that means from last few sessions, we are considering one real world scenario, and we have considered a bunch of tables where it includes a college database. That means a branch, student, author, book, and borrow. So based on that, we are solving few queries, right? So I think we solved some very interesting queries in the last session, and in the today's session we'll continue our discussion more on SQL queries, right? That to what today I am with few more interesting stuffs, right? So we'll start our discussion. So I log into MySQL, already have logged in and have displayed all tables of my database, that is exp1 something, call it database, where it includes this many tables: author, book, borrow, branch, and student. So before starting today's session, guys, we'll try to recall the story behind the tables, that means the database, where it includes talks about one college database, right? Regarding college database, where it includes there are so many branches, right? And each branch is headed by some HOD, then having a branch name, and uniquely each branch is identified based on branch ID, right? So then after that we are having a student. There are so many students, right? And each student belongs to one of the branch, right? So that was here we are showing it by making that BID as a foreign key, right? Then after that we are having author table, right? Here also you can see the result, right? Author, where it includes the list of authors, right, which are all present, and they belong to which country, what is their age, and each author is identified based on AID, author ID, right? Look at this one here, the AID is underlined. It is an indication that it is a primary key. Fine. Then after that I am having one more table, that is in the name of book, where it consists of a list of books, right, bunch of books which are available in the college, right? And here in the last column we are having a BID. It is an indication that this book belongs to which branch, right? So that's it. Then AID indicates that who is the author of this book. Here we are showing a book is all the assumption as what we have taken as per the scenario is each book is written by only one author and having only one publisher, but an author can go for writing a more than one book, right? So it's an indication that AID 200 repeated twice, that shows that 200 author ID has written two books, right? So like that. So with this we have shown that a book having only one author and one publisher, but an author can go with writing more than one book by making that AID as a foreign key here, right? So then after that the last table as what we are having is a borrow table, where it deals with a student can go for a librarian can borrow as many books as he wants, either on the same date or on different dates, right? And a book can also be borrowed by more than one student at different dates, right? So this also be there. This is what we have shown. And here we made that both USN and BKID, there is a book ID as foreign keys, right, together. Fine. Let me go with taking some more scenario. Let me take you to the presentation where it includes that queries, the questions. Display the student details who borrowed books of more than one author. What they are asking? Display the student details who borrowed books of more than one author. Such kind of students I want to display, their name and USN, those things I want to display. So already I told in the previous session, always before starting writing any query, what thing we need to make is we have to come up with a mathematical solution, right? We have to build one mathematical solution, then just go behind that mathematical solution. Definitely easily we can able to solve the problem, right? So could we are following that programming the picture concept, right? So here also let me go with, and one more thing I said in the previous session, that means a display student, always go with writing a query based on that key values, right? Once if you are successful in retrieving a key, then there is no big thing in retrieving that corresponding names, right? So this is what the beauty of writing any query, right? So this is what an easy way of writing, tackling a problem, right? So let me go with solving this one. Display the student details means what? Student details, it is an indication that my objective here is to retrieve that particular USNs, right? So student means USNs, like that we have to take, right? So once if you are successful in getting a USN, then easily take that USN and go to student table, then compare it compare it with the student table US and easily I can able to get a corresponding name, address, SEM and which branch he belongs, right? So everything I'll get it, right? Fine. Then after this, guys, who borrowed books of more than one author, borrowed books of more than one author. It's an indication that first we'll go with displaying a USNs who borrowed a books of more than one author. So what is required? First we have to find out which all the tables are required as per this as part of this question, guys. So we need to display students details, so for that we require a student table, fine. Then for displaying their corresponding name, then books borrowed, look at this one, who borrowed books of more than one author. Who borrowed books, where I get a borrow information whether the student have borrowed books or not. So alone student table doesn't convey as whether the student has borrowed any book or not, right? So but whether the book table gives such information to us, for us, no, guys. Why? So we are having a list of books and written by which author, but it doesn't give me any hint that whether this book is borrowed by any student or not, right? So thus such information is not available in the book table. Then where I can go? Yes, the next table, the left out is the borrow table. With the borrow table, easily I can able to get an information regarding which student borrowed which book, right? So that information I am getting here, student borrowed which book, fine, on what day, everything. But the question involves student borrowed books. Yes, student borrowed books. We got information. This student borrowed this book, fine. But what? The borrowed books should be written by more than one author, not borrowed books. That means has borrowed a books in such a way that that borrowed books list should not be by the same author. It should be from different authors, right? That means multiple authors books who has taken, right? That means already we have seen that a book always written by one author, then how it is possible? Could be this kind of a question you are having in your mind. But what exactly here asking is, student should, it's an indication that more than one author, since one author as part of our condition, the basic condition, each author writes what, only one book, one author, one book, like that. Author might write what, multiple book 1, book 2, book 3, like this is possible, right? But each book having only one author, right? This is what we have seen. A1, let me take A1, B1, B2, B3, like that, right? But there is no possibility that as part of the question B1 has written by E1, that means one more author, that means A1 and A2, right? This is what there in our consideration. Then how this becomes an answer? That means whether the question becomes right, because since we are having this kind of a consideration. No, yes, the question is right, guys. Why? They're asking borrowed books of more than one author. Books, here book written by this author, right? Let me have B4, this was written by an author A2, and B5, these two books written by this author, assume. Then let's assume we are having a student S1, then this student should borrow a book. Suppose if he borrowed books like B1 and B2, then whether this S1 become an answer? No, because S1 borrowed two books. Yes, has borrowed multiple books. But what about the thing, guys, who have written this, who are the authors of this B1 and B2? And B1 and B2 was written by the same author, that is A1. So for that S1 is not an expected answer. Suppose when S1 become an answer, guys, that S1 student become an answer to our query when S1 borrowed a book like this. Let's assume student S1 borrowed B1, B2 written by one author, and S1, same student, borrowed B5 and it was written by a different author, that is A2. Now what it becomes, guys? When we consolidate everything, then this becomes a student borrowed books, right? Student borrowed books, plural, right? Borrowed books B1, B2 and B5 of more than one author, right? Author 1, author 2, two authors, right? So this is what they are looking. So let me go with constructing this picture, guys. Student who borrowed books of more than one author. So let me check as part of this question we said S1 become an answer, right. So what kind of tuples we should retrieve that we have learned, right. Suppose if S2 student is there and who borrowed books like B4 and B5, can we go with retrieving S2 become an answer? No, because borrowed multiple books but written by what? A same author, right. So that we don't want, such kind of students that we don't want to display. Only want these kind of a student guys, right, who borrowed books of more than one author, right. So that's it. So let me take you to the tuple part. So you said borrow table is required. To get this information we require student, that means USN, then author details, then after book details. These things we want. So that means alone borrow table doesn't gives us full answer, because it contains an information related to student and book details, book IDs, right. So but we don't have a details which author has written this book, right. So for that, which is required guys? How can I come to know that this book is written by which author? To get it, as let me take you to this conceptual schema. So USN book ID. When I ask this book ID, suddenly to know about the author, then suddenly it takes me to a book table, right. So from the book table, when I go there, I'll get author ID, right. From this author ID, then just move to author table, then I'll get a author details. It's an indication that to solve this query, the three important attributes, right, three more interesting attributes which are required, right, which are mandatorily required to solve this query is S1, S2 means what? USN. We require USN. A1, A2 means what? We require author ID. And B1, B2, B3 means what? B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, all this indicates a book IDs, right? To solve this query, three interesting attributes which are all required, the key attributes which are required are USN, AID, BKID. From borrow table, let me take you to the table. From borrow table, I can get USN and BKID. Yes, these two things are over, USN, book ID. But how to get an author ID? To get an author ID, I should visit to where? To a book table. With the book table, BKID borrow.book ID should be equal to book.book ID. Then easily I can able to get a author ID, AID information. So for that, the one more table which is required along with the borrow is the book table, right. So let me take to the query. That means we require these three attributes. So for that, it's an indication that borrow and book is required. From that, USN, book ID and AID, all will get it. Let me go with writing one query to get it. Select, alright. So what I want? USN, then book ID, then AID. To get it, we said we required borrow table, BR, borrow BR we can call, then followed by what? We want book table, book BK. Writing this itself is not enough. Let me go with taking out this one. We'll construct this picture itself. We'll write a query for this, that's it. Let me write here. B1, B2, B3 and so on. B4 and B5, B6 and B7 assume, USN, S1, or you may write like this, S1, borrowed books, or this one. This picture we want to construct now, that's it, simple. So we have to mention, writing this itself is not enough, because USN could be there, a book ID is present in book table and as well as borrow table. So that becomes an ambiguous thing, right? So how can I resolve this ambiguity? To solve this, make use of an aliasing. Let me go with writing br.usn, that means borrow table USN, this one, right? So then followed by what? Book ID. Can I go with displaying borrow table book ID or book table book ID? Anything is okay, because we are writing common attribute joining condition, natural joining condition, right? So let me go with writing bk.book ID or br.book ID. Anything is okay, no issues, right? So we'll get answer br.book ID. Then where I'll get a AID? We don't have AID in the borrow table. So for that, it requires me to go to book table, right? So later, if you want to display author name, then only we'll go with author, joining with author, then I'll get author details, right? So as part of this example, only we are looking for displaying a student detail. So for that, I'll not going with considering author table. So for that, directly I'll go with book table AID, right? Author ID. So book means what? BK dot AID. Take out. Look at this one. Book means what? BK dot AID. Fine. And one more thing, we have to write it. First, we have to join these two tables based on this BKID. So let me go with writing that condition where BR dot book ID should be equal to BK dot BKID, right? Fine. So whether you'll get the date or not, let me check. Oh, unknown column BR, right? BR dot book ID. I have mentioned book ID, but here what? We are having a BKID. That's a spelling mistake. Let me take out. Fine. Yes guys, we got answer. Look at this one. As part of this query, we joined these two tables and we got all these three interested attributes, USN, book ID and author ID. All three are present, right? So based on this, definitely we can write a query, right? So as part of this example, this much of diagram we have written, but we have to retrieve as part of this question. Whether S1 become an answer or S2 student become an answer. S1 become an answer because S1 borrowed multiple books and it was written by different authors, right? So that we want to retrieve. So S2 borrowed books but of a same author, right? So that I don't want. So can you tell me the logic, guys? How we can achieve this one? So to solve this query, we did something. What is that? As part of this data, can you tell me, so which USN becomes a right answer? Whether that USN 10 become an answer? 10. Look at this one. USN, right? 10. USN 10. Which all the USNs we are having? Only 10 and 11. Let me write 10 and 11. Fine. So 10 connected with what? 10 connected with book ID 100, 101, 102. 10 connected with 100, 100, 100. How many times? 1, 2, 3 thrice, right? You know. Then followed by 101 and 102. 101 and 102. Fine. And 11 connected with only 1. That is what? 100. Fine. Then followed by these are all what? Book IDs. What next, guys? We are having author ID, AID. Carefully observe. So AID 100 written by whom? That is what we want to record, 200. Then this 100 again same author, 200. Same 200. 101 written by whom? 200, right? So let me take up. Then 102 written by whom? By 201. Fine. 11 with 100 with 200. This also written by same author. Fine. It's over. So as part of this example, whether 11 become an answer? No, has borrowed a books but written by same author, only one author. That we don't want. What we want? Books borrowed by the student which has written by more than one author. Look at this one. 10 borrowed books of 200. Now our interest not lies on the book ID. Instead, it lies on what? The author ID. Student borrowed how many authors' books? It must be what? More than one author. This is what we are looking. So student who borrowed a books of more than one author. Right? This is what a question, Student who borrowed books of more than one author. More than one. That means more than one means what, guys? It should be greater than one. What is greater than one? The count of author IDs. Right? When I go with counting author IDs, how much we will get? So 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a 5 author books has borrowed? No, only 200, 201. All these 200, it indicates only the same author, though, let's assume, this is 105 and this is 106. And 100, 105 and 106, even that also could be written by the same author. During this, at this point of time, can you say that 10 borrowed 5 authors' books? No, because even 105 and 106, this also to be written by what? Same author. So for that we will consider it as a single, only one author. We won't go with incrementing such kind of counts, right? So we will consider all these to be a single as part of this example. 100, 100 only, right? So all these neglect all repeated entries, consider only once, right? Then go with counting 1, 2. Eliminate that repetitions, right? So neglect it. Then consider only once such a repetition, right? So instead of considering multiple times, then this count becomes what? 1. Then after this, what exactly this represents, guys? Count, yes, we did count. Then this count should be greater than 1. No, here it fails, but this pass, right? So for that, the USN 10 becomes a right answer. Then go to the corresponding student table and display the things, right? That's it. So, but as part of this example, we did one thing, guys. What is that? We neglected, or we can say we discarded the repeated entries, right? How we did? How to achieve in a code? We are going with distinct collection of that author IDs. So that count distinct AIDs, right? Count distinct AIDs that we have to make. Then that should be greater than or equal to, greater than 1, not equal to, it is greater than 1. Then only we can consider it as more than one author, right? So here it fails, more than one author. Actually what we did, guys, 10 connected with these many book IDs, these many author IDs we did, then 11 connected with these many things, something. This means we did some kind of a grouping, yes, we did some amount of grouping, and this grouping is made based on what? USN, right? So each student borrowed how many author books, right? So this is how we have counted, right? It's an indication that we did grouping based on USN. Prior to that, we have identified which all the tables, right, are required, and which all the interested attributes that we have identified first. So, and our interested attributes like USN, book ID and author ID are lies in these two tables, borrow and book, and we have written one natural joining condition between this book ID, right? Book ID of borrow and book ID of book table. This is what we did, and we got this many data. Then after that, we did grouping based on USN, right? This is separate grouping, these 10s, right? And we counted what? Whether we counted a book ID? No, we counted what? A distinct author IDs, and that count should be greater than 1 or not. That one we are checking because we are looking for multiple author, right? Student who have borrowed multiple author books, right? So that one. Let me go with rewriting. So this much of code already we have written, that is with joining condition. So next part is to code this picture. That's it. How to code? We did some grouping. Let me go with writing. Group by, where to write the group by class? Only after where class. Where class we have written, from after from we have written, look at this one, after from we have written a from borrow book, fine. Then after this we have written where class, where, right, book ID, common attribute joining condition, right, done. Now we are writing a group by class. Group by based on what? USN. USN of what? Borrow table, br dot USN. What next? Go with counting. Yes, count will write. What kind of a count I want to make? Distinct author ID counts, right? So let me go with writing distinct AID. And AID belongs to which table, guys? AID belongs to book table AID, right? Because we don't have AID in the borrow table. So let me go with book means what? BK dot AID. That I'll write. What's the next step? And this count should be greater than equal to greater than 1. When I am checking any conditions, when I am checking any condition on this aggregate function, where to write? Which clause to make use? So yes, right, we have to make use of having clause, right? Having clause, fine. So that's it. Yes, let me check the answer. Yes, 10, 100, 200. So we are displaying book ID, author ID, everything, but actually we don't want a count. We don't want to display the name, only USN and how many author books has borrowed, right? So how can I get it? Just display the count in the select class, that's it. Count of distinct, we said as part of this example he has borrowed 2 author books, right? Distinct bk dot AID. Fine. Yes, done. 10 borrowed what? 2 author books. Suppose, guys, let me take out greater than 1. It displays even 11 also. 11 borrowed only 1 author book, right? If it is greater than 1, then 11 will be discarded, right? Because 2 is 11 is not greater than 1, right? Fine. Let's say I want to display that corresponding name. How can I get? To get that corresponding name, that USN takes me to where? To the student table, because this USN what we are displaying here, it is from borrow table USN. Borrow table USN, to get the corresponding name, I should visit to where? To a student table. So for that, let me go with writing, adding a student table to this. Let me go with adding student. Yes, fine. So once if I added a student, then I should go with writing a common attribute joining condition. Let me write s dot usn should be equal to what? Br dot usn and this joining condition. That's it. One more condition I've added. That's it. Then go with displaying the corresponding name. S dot name. That's it. 10 means what? Arjun. Let me check whether the answer is right or wrong. 10 means what? Yes, 10 means Arjun. We are getting a right answer. That's it, guys. Have you understood? Yes. Let me proceed with one more problem statement. Very interesting, you know. Very interesting. So 7th question. Display the author details in which all his or her books published by the same publisher. What it means? Author, display the author details. We have to display author details and all its his or her books published by the same publisher. What it means? It means they are looking, let me go with the mathematical answer, right, for this question. Author details, let us assume I am having author like A1, A2 and A3, fine, 3 authors, in which his or her books published by the same publisher. Yes, author books are published by, let's assume has written a book like B1, B2 and B3, 3 books has written, and A2 has written B4 and B5, 2 books, and A3 has written B6 and B7, let's assume 2 books. And what they are looking, they are asking us to write whether this author, and each book has published by some publisher, and a publisher can publish multiple books. Let's assume P1, P2, P1. Could be there, right? B1 and B3 could be published by P1 and P1, the same publisher, and B2 published by P2. Let's assume this is by P1, publisher P1, and this is what P3 and P3, assume. As part of this example, let's assume these are all the interested attributes. What are all? Author IDs, this is author ID, and this one is what? Book ID, fine. And what this indicates? A publisher IDs, publishers. So each author, what they are asking? Display author details in which all his or her books, author books, published by same publisher. Same publisher means what? Same single person. Single publisher, right? You know, fine. Single publisher could be what? You got an answer, right? Author published books. Sorry, author written books and published by some publisher. That means we are taking a transitive relationship between author to a publisher, right? So book is directly connected with author, publisher as part of this example indirectly connected, right? So what we need to find out, all these publishers, whether A1 become an answer? No. Why? Author written some books and published by some publishers, but they are looking, this is what a very important word, keyword. This phrase makes this query as interesting, right? More interesting, right? This is what the only thing where added additional thing to a problem, right? The query made that query to be more interesting. Author written books published by some publisher P1, P2, P1. It's an indication that this author books published by not by the same publisher, by multiple publishers. Because same means what? Same, Obbure, right? We'll call my name single publisher, right? Same. If it is P1 and all his or her books published by same P1, this is what we are looking. If it is P2, look at this one interesting thing. Things are more dynamic here as part of this question. They will not specify even the publisher name, book name or nothing, right? Author name. What they are asking? Retrieve me dynamically, right? Could be all its publisher. Here as part of this example, look at this one, guys. will not specifying the publisher details and even as well as that author details or a book details. Without that, we are trying to retrieve, right? Could be that A2, A1 doesn't become an answer because it includes more than one publisher. More than one, because not the same publisher, different publishers. Look at this A2, two books, but published by what, guys? Same publisher. So for that, this is a right answer. A2 become an answer, right, as part of the question. A3, P3, same publisher, right? Two books are published by same publisher. So for that, this also becomes a right answer, right? So it's an indication that how we solved actually. We did something, we grouped based on author IDs. Then after that, whether we counted a book IDs? No. We counted what? Publishers. Yes. We did with what? Counting. Counting what? Publishers. Whether we counted publisher, when we go with simply counting of publishers, count of publishers, then what happens? It becomes 1, 2, 3, and this becomes 2 and this becomes 2. No. How we counted? We counted based on distinct publishers, because these P1 repetition, I don't want to repeatedly count, right? I want to count it only once. So for that, what we did is, we did the count of publisher, but what? Distinct publisher count we did, right? So for that, all P1s, that means repeated entries are all neglected, and that will be counted only once. So this becomes what? 1 and 2, and this becomes what? Only 1, and this becomes what? P3 neglected. So for that, one more second, P3 was neglected and only 1. And at the end, same publisher. When the publisher, distinct publisher count is only 1, it's an indication that all his written books was published by same publisher, that means single publisher, right? So this becomes like this. That means this count should be what? Equal to 1, single 1, right? So this is what we want to check. So now we'll go with coding this picture, guys. As part of this question, can you tell me, guys, author ID, book ID, publisher details I want, right? Where I'll get all this information? I'm getting it in author table. Yes, in the author table get author ID, AID information, but I don't get any information regarding whether this AID, this author has written which book, right? So that information, who is the publisher of that book, I don't get such information. Then where to go? So I have to visit that book table. Look at this one, guys. Book ID, author ID, publisher. All three interested attributes as what we have listed here, all three are available in the book table. So for that, to solve this query, which is required is a book table. Let me go with displaying. Select star from book. In the book table, let me go with writing, the programming this picture, that's it. What all the three attributes are required? Author ID, book ID, publisher. Yes, we are having AID, BKD and publisher. Let me go with writing. Select AID I want. Next what? Book ID. Then what? Publisher. So it's all from book, so that I'll go with making use of aliasing. Book means BK. Then bk.aid. You can make use of any aliasing, no issues. bk.bkid and bk.publisher. Okay, done. Yes, I got all this information. So could be what things are jumbling. Now it's okay, right? AID, BKD and publisher. What's the next step? We did something. What is that? We did grouping. Grouping based on what? That author ID. Let me go with writing the logic. We did grouping based on author IDs. Group by bk.aid. Fine. What's the next step? We did grouping. After that, we did something. What is that? We went with counting a publisher, right? We did counting of publisher of what? Distinct, because we have neglected the repeated entries, right? So for that, distinct group by author ID. Then go with count, right? Count of distinct bk dot publisher. Yes, we did. And this count should be equal to what? Same publisher, right? Prior to that, let me go with displaying. We will get how many publisher count, right? So that I want to display it. So let me take out book BKD, author ID and number of publishers, distinct publishers, count of distinct publishers. This I want to display. Yes, we'll see it. Showing error because we have written count. This always to be written in a having clause. Later we'll take up, but look at the question. 200 author borrowed a books of only one publisher. Is it true? So let me check. As part of this example, 200 have written two books, 100 and 101, published by same publisher, Sapna, right? So for that, both become same, so for that it becomes one. Let me go with changing Sapna to some Tata, right? So what happens? How can I do? Update book, since it belongs to book, then set publisher equal to some Tata, right, where book ID is equal to which one? Let me go with updating this to this 100 to Tata, right? Let me make yes. Now let me go with rerunning my query. What happens? Now 200 borrowed, 200 author ID 200 published two books, and two books, both the books are published by different publishers. So that we'll get what? Two different publishers as part of previous query. Let me check this one. 100, 200, book ID 100 and 101. One is by Tata publisher and second one is Sapna. So for that, two publishers. What about this one? Only one, right? So let me go with adding one more data. Let me make this inserting one tuple, insert into first describing. So first, as part of this query, let me go with completing the whole query. What is that? Select US author, author query. We have written author ID and count of distinct publisher, and this distinct publisher count should be, because we are looking for what? Having same publisher, that means single publisher, count equal to 1, that we have written. 201 become an answer, because 200 with what? Two publishers, Tata and Sapna, so for that it doesn't become a same publisher, right? So different publisher, so for that 200 will not be listed. What about 201? Only one book written by Tata, single publisher, so for that it is displaying. Could be possibility that my friends wants to evaluate their answer. Sir, suppose if you want to add one more tuple, that means to this 201 with the same publisher, one more book. Let me go with 201, 100 Tata. So that multiple books, but same publisher, whether 201 will be retrieved or not. So let me check whether it happens or not. Even if I added something to my table, so even after that whether it works or not, let me check. Insert into book values, book ID, let me go with adding some 205, book name, let's say for example machine learning, then the next attribute column is author ID. Let me call it, name this 201, right? 201, author details, 201. Can add anything, no issues. 201 as part of this example we are getting, we want to, and this also published by same Tata, right? Next branch ID, let me call it by name some 1. Yes, done. Let me go with rerunning my details. So now 201, 200 written two books published by two different publishers. 201 written two books. 201 has written two books, 102 and 205, two different books, and published by same publisher, right. So for that, now also the expected answer to our query is what we have written. This is what a query we have written, select author ID, count of distinct publisher and group based on author ID, right, and count should be equal to count of distinct publisher should be equal to 1. Let me check whether we will get a same answer. Yes, 201 equal to 1. Still we are getting a same answer even after changing our query result, right. So this is what the beauty of this query. So have you understood? Wherever we will get a phrase like same publisher, right, single publisher, it's an indication that they are looking for same, common, that means equal to 1, right. So that we have to keep it in our mind. Based on that, easily we can able to solve almost in all queries as what we are discussing, right. Currently it's all depending on, are we successful in finding a right interesting attribute, right, the right attributes which are required to solve a query, right. That's what one thing, and building this kind of a mathematical model, right, especially which all the attributes are required and which attribute, based on which attribute we need to group it and which attribute we need to count it, and during counting is it required to make use of a distinct or not, right, and based on that any conditions to be checked, right, using having class. These are the major things usually we are going to make use, right. So that helps us in writing a more effective and optimized query, right. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for your patience listening. In the next session I will come with a few more queries, few more interesting or logical queries, right. So thank you, thanks for your patience listening.